Hello guys, welcome back to more Wrestling with me. Today my friends, I'm going to give you the full results of tomorrow night's WWE SmackDown. So sit down and relax and let's unwrap this show together. Okay, for the first time since like weeks, SmackDown actually opens with a match instead of a promo. And this was actually a very interesting match because we saw actually a fatal 4-way to determine a number one contender for Rusev's title match. Rusev USA match, and then once in the match was Cesaro versus Sheamus versus Apollo Crews versus Alberto Del Rio. The Cesaro, King of Swings, Cesaro actually defeated all of them to, be the new, number one contender for Rusev's titles. But after the match, Sheamus actually attacked Cesaro after the match and, beat his ass up. Afterwards, we saw Rusev came out to the ring and saying that his, match against Cesaro will start right now. So after that, we see Rusev versus Cesaro, and Cesaro is looking very beaten down after first competing in a fatal 4-way, then being attacked by Sheamus. So Rusev actually kicked Cesaro's ass in this match basically, and Rusev actually defeated Cesaro here. So it was an interesting match. I kind of like to see a fatal 4-way because fatal 4-way, I was not expecting to see a fatal 4-way to kick off SmackDown. So that was good. Afterwards, we saw commercials. After commercial, we saw the first women's match for tonight: Dana Brooke versus Billie Kay. If you don't know, Billie Kay is NXT talent, and I actually have a photo of her right now, so you will see it right now. Here you see photos of her. But let's talk more of this match. Dana Brooke actually defeated Billie Kay in this match in a squash match. But what can you expect? But I was actually surprised that WWE actually put her in this match, because I actually thought that Dana Brooke would face Alicia Fox or some other random women. But it turns out it was kind of a good match, a kind of quick match, but I liked it. But anyway, let's move forward. After that match, we saw MizTV returns, and his guest for tonight was actually Dean Ambrose. The two went back and forth, setting up a match later in the night, which will be the main event. And I also have a picture of this right now, so you will see it right now. I thought it was a very interesting, TV host thing. Dean Ambrose is so fucking over with the crowd. it's crazy. And I actually thought that Miz actually looked good in this, his, host program. And Marie's, she looks beautiful as well. And like I said, this match they actually set up a match that, the main event will be Dean Ambrose versus The Miz. But anyway, let's move on forward. So after that MizTV host, we had another commercials. After the commercial, we saw Braun, Strowman, and Erick, Rowan versus the local athletes Bruno Strowman and Erick Rowan actually defeated the local athletes in a squash match as well. This was kind of the same match that we saw with the women's match. A squash match here, like I said. Nothing too special. The Wyatt family looks strong in this match, like they usually do. So it was nothing special. Now let's move on forward to the second women's match we had for tonight. And that match we saw Sasha Banks versus the return of Summer Rae. Now Sasha Banks actually defeated Summer Rae in this match, but it was kind of weird because before these two actually had a feud with each other on social media on a house show, but it looks like WWE in the past actually dropped the storyline, so it was kind of weird to see that they were, facing each other again. But this time they didn't have what it looks like any storyline, and Sasha Banks actually defeated, Summer Rae with her, Sasha Banks statements, and you will see that picture right now. After seeing the last women matches, we can now come to the main event of the show, which is Dean Ambrose versus Miz in the main event. And this actually was billed as the champion versus champion match, because as we all know, Dean Ambrose is the WWE World Heavyweight Title World Champion, and Miz is the Intercontinental Champion. So this was actually a champion versus champion match. And I must say that this match was actually pretty damn good. I actually think that Miz and Dean Ambrose had some cool spots. I like the dynamic these two had. But in the end, Dean Ambrose actually defeated Miz here. But overall, this match was fucking good. I was kind of surprised that the Miz would have his main event, because this is like the second time in this year that Miz actually main event a show. I actually love Miz New's heel character, the Hollywood heel character, because I kind of feel like Miz fits to be heel rather than be face, because every time I see Miz being face, I want to switch channels because he is so boring. But when WWE turns him heel, then he's the fucking moneymaker. And the way he has his Hollywood snob style, I fucking like it. And as well he having Maurice with him, which is lovely, by the way. And also he holding the Intercontinental title is pretty much good. So I really hope that Miz actually is going to defend his Intercontinental champion at Battleground, because there was actually a long time where I saw Miz actually defend it. So I want the championship to be defended. But anyway guys, that's the full results for tomorrow night SmackDown. And what I can tell you right now, there is actually two matches that I love with this show. The first match I love was the opening match, the Fatal 4-Way opening match of SmackDown. I thought this match was fucking incredible. I mean, come on. How many times have you seen a Fatal 4-Way match to start actually SmackDown or Raw? I mean, there was a long time where I saw this fucking good match opening. And the second match I loved the most was actually the main event, because like I said, Dean Ambrose versus Miz, great dynamic these two had. So I thought that the match was good. And overall, what I think about this show, I think this show was actually very entertaining. So I will give this show an 8 out of 10. I know you thinking like, oh my god, that's so high, but trust me, if you watch the Fatal 4-Way and the main event and some other matches, you will love it. And so that's why I give this 8 out of 10. But anyway guys, that's all for me. Please like this video, please share it, and please, by the love of Jesus Christ, no, I'm kidding. If you want to know, if you want to say something in the comment section down below, please do it. I appreciate you guys if you comment whatever you want, and I will reply to you as well. Anyway guys, stay tuned for more views will come, and as always, have a nice day. Peace guys.